Have you ever felt like grief was weighing down your heart so heavily that you could hardly breathe? Like you're trapped in an endless darkness while the world around you keeps moving as if nothing happened? Have you ever wondered why the pain sometimes feels so meaningless? Why no words seem to bring you comfort? There's a secret about grief that most people don't know. A secret that could change everything. Grief is not just a passing emotion. It's a message from the depths of your soul, telling you that something within you needs healing. Sometimes it's because of losing someone you love, facing a devastating disappointment, or simply the pressures of daily life. But the shocking truth, grief is not your enemy. It can be your greatest teacher. That might sound strange, but think about it. Every painful moment you've endured, every tear you've shed, wasn't for nothing. There's a hidden lesson within the darkness, and a strength waiting to be discovered in your weakest moments. But how do you find that strength? How do you transform grief from a burden weighing down your heart into a light guiding your way forward? Here's what no one tells you. Running from grief doesn't end it. It only makes it heavier. The more you resist, the more it persists. But when you stop running and face it with courage, something unexpected happens. Healing begins. Do you remember those times when you thought you'd never get through the pain? And yet, here you are, stronger than you ever imagined. But why did you survive? Because within you lies a strength you never knew you had. A strength that only reveals itself when you're broken and rebuilding yourself again. I once knew someone who lost everything they held dear. They thought their life was over, but they took one small step that changed everything. They began to write down their feelings, every pain, every fear, every moment of weakness. They turned their words into a bridge, crossing from darkness to light. Today, those words inspire thousands around the world. What can you learn from this story? That grief can be a new beginning if you allow it to be. What you think is the end of the road might actually be the start of a new chapter filled with strength and inspiration. But there's something crucial you need to understand. You don't have to go through this journey alone. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. It's an act of courage. Healing begins when you open your heart, when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, and when you realize that pain is a part of being human. Sometimes, in the darkest moments, light appears in the simplest ways. In a warm cup of coffee that soothes your soul. In a cold breeze that reminds you life is still moving. Or in a song that unexpectedly echoes the words you couldn't find. Have you ever noticed that? It's not just coincidence. It's life's way of reminding you that beauty still exists, even amidst pain. If you feel trapped in endless darkness right now, remember this. Every moment of weakness is an opportunity to discover your true strength. Every tear is a step toward healing. Every feeling of loneliness is an invitation to connect deeply with yourself and with those who genuinely care for you. And in the end, remember that grief is just one chapter of your story. It's not the whole story. It may be a dark chapter right now, but it won't last forever. Hard days don't last. And no matter how long the night feels, the dawn is always waiting. If no one told you today, you are strong. You are loved. And your worth is not defined by the pain you feel. Your story isn't over yet. And maybe, just maybe, what you see as an ending is actually the beginning of the most beautiful chapter of your life. Rise, breathe, and begin again, because you deserve to see the light after all this darkness. Tell us in the comments, what was the moment you thought the pain would never end, and how did you get through it? Your words might be the hope someone else is desperately searching for. And don't forget, share this video with someone you care about. You could be the reason a soul finds light again.